Yeah, so because we going from that, we've all had streaming experiences over the time we've been streaming.
Of course.
Believe it or not.
Shocker.
But yeah, I mean, I remember the first time me and Ben met was when we were going to London, Twitch London.
Yeah.
That was mint.
Yeah,
That was mad.
It was class, wasn't it? That was a good shout. That was such a good weekend, wasn't it? So yeah, that was the first time we met. So I just fell in love with you ever since.
No, trust me. It was kind of weird though because we hadn't met in person before, had we?
No.
So it was like
we chatted a lot,
been in each other's streams, and like when I met you at the station
we
to go,
on Tinder.
We matched on Tinder. You know, I went to his place. Anyway, no, met him at the station. Yeah, it was just wasn't awkward in the slightest. It's like I knew you for bloody years.
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes for what you were saying about our personalities and how we just gel really well together. Like, obviously, we've known each other for quite a while, and maybe it's just Dan. Maybe Dan's just a really likable guy.
I think I am. To be fair, I think I'm pretty cool.
Yeah,
you're all right. You're all right.
I think I'm a cool dad. Yeah, I'm one of them cool dads.
You're definitely a cool dad.
Oh, you've said it now.
What?
You've said it now that you're a cool dad. That's
the uncoolest thing a
that
dad
is
can
I've
do.
been called a dilf.
I'm sorry. That's one step closer to doing a family barbecue with a red and white flannel apron on. Like, you're one step closer to that in your beige sandals.
Well, I've not bought New Balances yet, so I'm kind of, I'm not that cool.
They're out of stock. He's waiting for them to come back in stock.
You bought them all.
Not even a dad, and I'm already on the road.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shameful.
Yeah. So I mean, one big thing is because we've been streaming for so long. What were you saying? Were you saying no more anyway? I kind of just spoke to you about Tinder, dinner, and we kind of went from that. We just went completely off rails.
Yeah, where I was going, basically, is obviously Dan and I met through a mutual friend. He popped into my chat, said hello. Dan had been streaming for a couple of years, two before me.
About 2 years, yeah.
I was very new to the game. I had no idea what I was doing. I was kind of just winging it. And yeah, Dan just popped in the stream, got chatting, and you kind of like showed me the ropes. And I owe a lot of like where like how I feel with my streams thanks to Dan, really. And I always praise you in my stream about it.
And look at us here now, still winging it.
Professional. But no, yeah, I can't thank you enough for that. And I've been able to then pass that same info on to Wisp to James when he started streaming.
You're so cute.
Stop.
Look at him.
Stop it. I'm gonna hide.
One sec, we're just gonna have sex.
Yeah.
We are professional wingers. We are.
Yeah,
we are. That's we have to. It's streaming is winging it though. In a way,
totally, absolutely is.
You have to, don't you? So it makes the best content in a way.
But yeah, and then when something goes wrong, I feel like if you're someone who doesn't wing it, if you're someone who's very like got everything set out, the moment something goes wrong, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You are so fucked. If you're someone who can like just wing it, something goes wrong, you're like, well, that's content.
Well, we weren't going to talk about circumcisions, but
we
then
weren't,
we started
and then
to
it
stream
happened.
with
that.
So kind of just go with it, don't we?
True.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Oh, brilliant. But yeah, no, I'm glad I could help you with your stream. I mean, I think we all take different things from each other's stream.
Yes.
Like, I know watching you two was a big thing of why I do single player games instead of a lot of multiplayer games now, because I was seeing how much you were enjoying just playing through your library of games that you've got. So I thought I need to do it myself, and I thought I've got so many games that I just need to play, and I'm just like I'm playing Valorant and stuff to play with friends, which is great.
Yeah,
but it can't be every time, because with Valorant being so strenuous to play and so hard to play, and sometimes it's like you struggle to kind of keep up the positive all the time. So just taking a step back and playing some single player games is nice, and watching you two, I just like have a relaxing stream. It's dead nice. I liked it, so you helped me change a lot of my content.
Oh
yeah, we're so wholesome up in here.
Like, wholesome, yeah.
I got to admit, when I started, I knew exactly what I wanted to go into. I had my game. It was the game I'd played for so many hours. Like I was just ready. It was Sea of Thieves, and I was like, I'm just gonna go dive into this game. And then it started getting to a point where like I wanted to break out and try other things. And I broke out and I started playing a bit of Rocket League on stream, right? And this is kind of goes on to your point with Valorant. I started playing Rocket League, and for some reason, when I played Rocket League on stream, and it has been consistently every time I've done it, I just went up against the sweatiest people, right? My team, it was me. I was always playing duos, but it felt like it was me versus 3 other people because my teammate just didn't seem to. They were reversing and.
Rocket League.
It's difficult. And I was getting angry. I was like, I'm not having fun. I cannot put this on a stream because it's not me. I can go and play Sea of Thieves and I'll be happy and jolly and like I know what I'm doing and what I'm talking about. But I started breaking out into things like Rocket League, and I was like, no, I enjoy playing the game, but it clearly has this effect on me where I'm just gonna get mad. And nobody wants to sit there for 3+ hours and watch someone just sit there and writhe in anger.
It's you as well. You don't want to sit there playing that when you know for a fact you're just gonna get pissed off about it. So it's not worth playing.
No.
It's like when you as single player streamers, you'll realize that there's silent parts during the stream because obviously you can't. It's so hard to talk for like 4 hours constantly because you're the only dialogue people are watching.
Yeah, of course.
It's really tough, but at the same time it's still relaxing. You've got to remember, you're playing it for you essentially. You still people want to see you play it for you.
Definitely.
And no one wants to see you just get fuming because you think people want to watch this game.
Exactly.
It's not worth it.
I think that's one of the best points in streaming to get to is when you can kind of just play a game that you want to play and your amazing community are just happy enough to watch you enjoy playing that game.
Sorry,
and they're enjoying it with you.
And you just pissed all over me, sorry.
So I'm trying to be wholesome and Dan's just pissing everywhere. But no, it's like, it's great, isn't it? When you can just kind of feel confident playing anything, enjoying anything, and just, people are enjoying it with you along the way. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it.
Never underestimate the power of saying to a streamer or a content creator that you like them, that they are the content for you. Because,
definitely.
You see all these new games come out, and everyone's like, this is going to take Twitch by storm. And it does, Twitch views go up to hundreds of thousands. But the moment that game is dead, there's so many content creators that just get left in the dust.
Yeah.
And they could be amazing people.
Yeah.
So never, ever underestimate the power of just going into someone's stream and going, you're awesome. You're such a great person. You're an awesome content creator. Yeah. And I love your vibe. I love the word vibe.
Vibe's a good
when
vibe.
Vibe started circulating and becoming a proper thing.
We're a vibe, I reckon.
We're
a fucking vibe,
bro.
If you can create a vibe within your community, your channel, and your space that you're creating content in, oh my God, have you made it. It doesn't matter. View account, don't care. Followers, don't care. If you're creating a vibe where someone can come into your stream and feel like they're part of it.
Yeah.
So I do talk about SOT a lot. Sea of Thieves is like
a
big
We're
part.
ready. We're ready.
Here's just a good concept of vibe. So a new...
They got coffee all over James.
I didn't even get a coffee and I'm almost covered in it.
Gosh.
Shit. The new season's come out. It's very heavy PvP focused and I'm absolutely in love with it. But the thing I'm loving probably the most is watching my favourite Sea of Thieves streamer that isn't me, obviously, play it. He's like a kid. He's a kid on Christmas. Every single fight he's getting into, it's hype. The vibe in there's 1,000 people watching this guy stream, but everybody feels like we're cheering him on. And then he wins, and it's not just his victory; it's our victory.
Yeah.
And you get goosebumps watching this guy play. That's what I want.
That's what we were like the other day with you.
Yeah.
In one of your streams during the because obviously season 8 started.
Yeah.
You were fucking loving it. You were vibing. You were hyped. You were practically screaming in your seat. You were so excited. It was amazing to see. And chat were reciprocating that kind of hype. And I remember the end of the stream, you got a sync, and everyone was just like, "Let's fucking go!" Everyone was just screaming in your chat. It was like, yes. That's what we're here for. Because half the people that were in chat at the time don't even play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, they don't.
They were just enjoying watching you play it, and that's totally reflects what you were talking about with.
Yeah, you got me beaming. I've made it. I'm beaming now. Smile from here to
Sorry to cut you off there. I just had to let you know that was hype. That was.
Oh, you've made my day.
Beautiful. Loved it. Anyway, what were you saying?
I'll finish sipping you up.
Give me a napkin.
The whole point for me, streaming experience wise, vibe. If you can create a vibe, if you can create that space, because I love going from that to then. Sometimes on a Wednesday, I'll just kick back. The camera's on. I've got tavern music playing, and I'm just painting a Warhammer model. No gaming going on. if people aren't in chat, whatever. If people are in chat, cool. It's not a like watch me be good at a game.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I'm not making content here. This is just the time for us to chill out, like do your hobby. But if you want to talk. If you don't, whatever. I'll talk to you because I think someone's there. You know, you've still got that element to it.
Yeah, of course.
But like, I'll just be saying, man, this music's really great, and now I'm painting this part of the model, and look, here you go. Like, and that mellow, that kind of chill.
Yeah.
I love it. That's what I live for when it comes to streaming. It's
Yeah.
not the flashy, like, oh my god, let's fucking go. Whoa. Even though if I have created that, I'm still vibing with it. But
It's still a vibe.
It's being able to reach out and have an impact on someone's day in a positive way.
Yes,
If I've done
definitely.
it, I've succeeded.
Yeah. Well, that's why a lot of the time I played Valorant and loved it because because you know you play matches, you winning matches. You know when you're slapping, it's like I'm doing. You know you're having a sick stream. You know your chat's buzzing with you. You know you're buzzing. You know you're going off your head and that. And you know that's why I love multiplayer games as well as the single player games. But going back to the vibe of just you doing your painting. My art streams of just sitting there drawing have been some of the best streams I've had. Not necessarily because I've had, you know, thousands of viewers, but me sitting there and enjoying just having, you know, some lo-fi in the back and just like vibing out, just doing some tattoos was so nice. Like lovely, you know, really wholesome just to sit there. And I've had really good compliments that people watch the VOD back because it's chilled.
Yeah.
You know, people aren't watching my bigger stream where I'm like, you know, pumping all the time to these multiplayer games. You know, these chilled ones, they'll have it in the background, and that's what I live for. You know, I want to create like a bit, even if it is just a bit of background noise for someone, you know, because I've been in it where I have people in the background. I'm just glad they're there.
Yeah,
definitely.
You know, and I think a lot of people will relate to that. You know, I've had streamers in the background and just love the fact that I'm kind of just spending time with him. Yeah, I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
No,
So,
absolutely.
so when I'm sat there drawing, you know, I'm still there, and that's what I want to bring to anyone who's in my stream. I just want to be there, mate.
Yeah.
I just want to be your
wanna
boy.
be there.
Just want to be one of the boys.
Want to be your boy.
Just want you to know I've got you.
Just be my friend, please.
So low.
Hug me, brother. Did you just say shalom?
Shalom. Shalom.
What are you on about?
I thought you said shalom.
Fucking hell.
So alone is what I said.
So alone. Okay.
Fucking hell, James. Oh, lovely jubbly. Oh, anyway.
Oh, Christ.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Shalom.
Although I think it's worth mentioning, obviously this is a live situation, as you can see.
It is.
Yeah.
We may go into little rambles.
Wait, we're live?
and
Yeah.
Just
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, God, apparently.
did you not want to talk about your circumcision? So basically just, you know, apologies if, you know, we don't get back to everyone ASAP.
Yeah.
We are going to try and make a bit of effort throughout to
Yeah.
see some messages and...
Yeah. So you probably see that I keep looking over there. That's because our chat is behind us, by the way.
Yes.
So if you are watching this on YouTube and you keep seeing me look over that way, that's because the chat is there. So I am looking at chat at the moment.
And if you
And
are
thank
watching us
you
on
all.
YouTube, get over into Twitch.
Yeah. And if you are watching
Go
on
and say
YouTube,
hello.
you've got to subscribe, please.
Yeah,
You've got
please.
to subscribe. You've got to hit a like button as well. And you've
Yeah.
got to tell all your mates that you found this brilliant new podcast of these three Mancunian lads who are just such a vibe.
Yeah. Vibe. Remember the word vibe.
Remember it. Yeah.
Vibe.
Tell your mum.
Yeah.
Tell your dad.
Hashtag vibe.
Hashtag good luck, have fun.
Yeah.
Get it trending. Let's go.
Do it.
Let's do it.
And thanks all for coming, by the way. Everyone's who's here right now on the first episode of the podcast, we really appreciate everyone who's come out.
We do. We love you. Thank you.
We do love you. Thank you very much. If you'd hear, I'd give you a kiss.
Yeah. Maybe a lot of kisses stand out.
There's a lot. Yeah, I'd send you.
Yeah.
I'd kiss each and every one of them.
With tongues.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm down.
For like a minute.
Slide me a five.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
French, proper French.
Yeah. Give him a bit of love.
Get out of my head. Did you just spin?
No, I just had to die for a second.
Shalom.
Oh God. This is exactly what I thought this was going to be.
An absolute shambles, but we
yeah.
love it.
Good hell.
Ah, beautiful.
Love it.
Absolutely love it.
Hashtag winging it.
What do you want? What do you want to do?
So, obviously, we've dived into a little bit of our kind of experience of streaming thus far, giving a little bit of a background to who we are as streamers, what we do, what we like doing. Have we ever encountered any situations with our streams that when we were starting off, we kind of thought, "Oh, that wasn't great. That weren't ideal."
Yeah, this guy called.
Are you gonna at someone?
Yeah, I am.
I
am. Here I am. On the first episode, this guy, what was he called at the time?
You're gonna say it, and now you don't know.
No, because he's changed his name so much. I'm trying to.
Say you want anything.
Base Saraimu. Was that it? Base Kojima, Base Saraimu. Fucking, I don't know. He's had so many name
like
changes.
A pleb.
This guy did not know what he was going on about, and this man tried to follow me on Twitch. I was like,
rude.
What the fuck?
What a dickhead.
Career over.
Absolute
Flip
dickhead.
table.
Yeah, none of that.
I know. Worst experience of my life.
Yeah, I've got a really bad experience, right, of when I was streaming. Right?
Go on.
Go.
I'm not. I might have told you. So I was doing a charity live stream, right? A charity live stream. I'd raised about $2,000.
Jeez.
Right,
Nice.
at this point, right towards the end. So do you remember Hype Unit?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Hype Unit was massive, right? We know a lot of people who were in it, right? It died off, didn't it?
Yeah.
Hype Unit was what everyone was going for. Was everyone that org that everyone wanted to be in.
Yeah, it was the grind, man.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
It
was
was.
getting to the end of this like, I don't know, maybe like a 12-hour charity stream or whatever.
Wow.
And so basically, when you got recruited into Hype Unit, you'd have someone from Hype Unit, like a representative, come into the stream, like Discord call you out of the blue, and invite you into Hype Unit.
Oh, okay.
So I won't name drop, but my man came into the stream, and everyone in my chat blew up thinking I was going to get into Hype Unit. So we actually joined the chat, called me a pussy, was saying that I'm bitch made, everything. He was throwing G Fuel into his mouth and like chewing it. And then after about half an hour of him basically calling me a shit streamer, left.
What?
What the
Yeah.
actual fuck?
I know, mad in it. And then after that, after having like the best stream ever, made it one of the worst just because of that memory.
After raising all that money for charity as well.
Terrible.
Absolute
was
fucking
bad, innit?
dickhead.
I know a lot of Hype Unit will know who I'm talking about as well.
Right, if that particular person ever sees this, fuck you.
Yeah, it's mad.
Nah, that's not on that.
That is
Yeah.
absolute bang out of order.
But I've not really got any lows. The rest of my stream are all highs. You know what I mean? I never have a bad stream really. It's just for vibe, innit? It's
No,
vibe,
that's
innit?
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, here's the thing though. Like, there are certain things that are. I mean, most of it's out of our control, right? There's a couple of moments where the camera dies, the mic's not on,
Yeah.
OBS has a
of
moment.
course.
But I wouldn't say they could ever constitute as like the worst moment, simply because it happens, you know? Like, our stream could go down right now. We'll fix it. It'll be funny as fuck. It is what it is.
Yeah.
There's follow bots. That can be an issue. That's a bit of a
They
killer.
are a vibe killer.
Never had one.
Have you not?
No.
I had 2 in one stream once.
Yeah.
Did you?
Brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad for people going for partner because it can shaft their partner
Yeah,
application.
The funny thing is, when it happens to partners, they don't bother doing any bot delete command or anything like that because Twitch will just go and clean it up.
Yeah.
But for people trying to ascertain that rank,
especially when you're close to it.
yeah. Like, I don't know. I would say probably, aside from the odd person who will come in and be a bit weird in chat, you know, there's a couple of people that do come in and you instantly have that vibe about them. You've got that sense and you're like, you're gonna be
A problem.
strange. I need to keep an eye on you. You know, there's not a mod in sight. You know, they're all in bed. They're all off doing their thing. Whatever it is, what it is. They're humans, and I love them.
Human
And they're
beings,
great.
exactly.
Shout out to our mods, by the way. All mods in general are just beautiful people. If you mod for a channel, props
Take
to
the
you.
time out your day
Like,
to do that.
Yeah.
Big love.
They are MVPs, aren't they?
They are. But like, you know, and you're like, shit, I'm on my own. I'm on my own, and the sharks are circling, and I'm like, there is someone here who can smell blood in the water because.
Yeah.
And that's horrible because you're there, like, you could be having a great time. And all of a sudden, there's a portion of your brain that's keeping one eye on chat constantly, waiting for that person to speak up. And then after that, like, you know, it creates this whole ripple effect because then other people in chat are like talking shit to that person or trying to get you to forget about that person.
Yeah.
When really all you want to do is drop it, they're gone, and carry
Get
on.
with it,
Yeah.
But for maybe half an hour or so, you're like, oh, yeah, don't worry about it, guys. It's fine. We can carry on.
Yeah.
But because you're still thinking about it, and
It completely changes the dynamic you're feeling, doesn't it?
it absolutely does.
The rest of that stream
Like-
is not quite the same.
I've had someone come in, and I don't even remember the name, so I can't do anything like that. But they came in, and they were just being... It's weird, actually. They were being aggressively sexual about me.
Oh, right.
I've had people like
Oh,
that
okay.
before.
And I was like...
I can't help it with you, though.
You're allowed to, Dan.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I forgot.
You got the VIP badge. You're allowed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was
But,
gonna-
like, it was so weird. I was like, oh, what are you up to? And they're like, oh, I'm just thinking about giving a certain mouse brown haired streamer a blowjob right now. I was like, come on, no. So, what the fuck? Like,
Gotta
they
ride
just,
with it.
it was relentless.
Yeah, man.
And I just felt really uncomfortable. Like,
did?
because cameras on, like, I'm trying to just chill and stream my people. I've got people in my chat who aren't of, 18 plus, even though my stream does say 18 plus. Yeah,
It's
happens,
because
doesn't
you're
it?
down bad. Is that why? Is it because you just don't want to
Hey.
get flustered?
Anyway.
Been a while, lads.
Yo, my point's been made. No, but anyway, it was just weird.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, even though you could write that off as it just being funny, or there might have been a way that, now I think about it, you could play it off as a joke, or, at the time when it catches you from totally off guard, you're like, what the fuck? How do I settle? But also, you're not doing anything I can bang you for technically, but also calm the fuck down. But also, fuck off.
You don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. You don't. They're being unbelievably explicit, but I also don't want to be rude.
But they're still
like,
being
Nah,
nice
that-
as well,
that-
though,
that-
in
that
a way.
used to be me.
Mm.
I'm at a point now where I'm foresee that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
you're banned, fuck off. Get
Yeah.
I'm there now
None of
too,
that.
but like back then,
Back in
going,
day,
going
course,
like a
yeah.
year and a half ago now
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
I was like still quite shy about creating a negative image of myself, of just someone who throws ban hammers like they're nothing. Now,
No,
yeah,
I get
someone
that.
comes in like that, and as long as if you're one of my regulars, like I've got certain people that they can
know
come
what
in.
they're like.
They're kind of a bit of a joke.
They're my
yeah.
guys.
They're boys.
But like,
yeah.
if your first message in chat is like nice tits or let me bounce on that D or something, get to fuck. Get outta
Really? You're
here.
not. I mean, I'd let them ride it out a bit. You know what I'm saying? I'd let them. I do let people settle in stream. Like, it depends if they're coming in being racist or like, yeah, obviously I'm gonna ban
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if they start coming in and saying they want to ride my nose like a fucking bronco, then I'll let them stay for a bit and see what else they've got. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's like you messaging yourself on an alt account.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Thanks.
Oh, nice.
Obscene 12.
He's
Thank
well
you for
fit.
the.
He's well fit. Yeah, so that's why I let them stay for a bit. But then it's when, like you said, if people are getting like really weird, that's when it's kind of like. Right,
Well, I had
chill.
a similar one like you,
Yeah.
where it was before I met you, so I hadn't been like taught, confidence in streaming and all that. I was
Yeah.
very new.
Thanks, mate. Did I teach you that? It's confidence
You
in
did,
stream.
you did.
Thanks,
You brought the
man.
confidence out on me, legit. You did. But I was
now
streaming
we're
this,
here.
and now we're here. Sorry. I was streaming this game called, I think it was called Death Garden. It was by the guys that did Dead by Daylight. It was
Oh, right.
another asymmetric. What's it called? That kind of 4v1 kind of thing.
Oh yeah, no, it's asymmetric, I believe.
Asymmetric, whatever.
No.
Anyway, very new to it. I was enjoying it. Someone came into my chat. There was like one other person watching, and they were just being really prolific, talking about. This is gonna sound grim, but it's like they were talking about like guzzling like blood from a time of the month kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And I was like very awkward and shy, like you said.
Yeah.
I was just like, can you keep it a bit, whatever. Had no mods about to do anything about, and they were like, can I join your game? And I was like, I didn't want to say no because I was like, someone's
Yeah.
coming to watch me, and I was like, yeah, sure. So I gave them my Steam account. They added me, and then I realized later on that my surname was in there, and I was like, didn't want to be spreading that around. And for the whole stream, they were just being horrible. And I think that was actually shortly after I'd met you, and that's when I was like, yeah, no, none of that.
Yeah.
That's got to stop. That's awful because you've got a responsibility, don't you, as the
Yeah,
streamer,
of
to
course
keep
you do.
things, good. And I felt like I failed on that day, but luckily no one was watching me anyway, so it's fine.
But at the end of the day, you've got you're a streamer. People are watching for you. If
Yeah.
someone comes in and changes you,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
the chat won't like it. You've got to put yourself out there and make sure no one changes you. So if someone comes in like that, then you've got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
You've got no choice because you don't want to be sat there like you said, thinking, in the corner of your eye, what they're going to say next, You shouldn't have to feel like that, So, like you said, you know, you just let it go and carry on. It's the best way to be when it's streamers. But you know, it's you know, if you're a brand new streamer, like if you are a really brand new streamer, you know, you could probably get a good. You know, we've been streaming a good long bit. We could probably get, you know, some good advice for anyone who's brand new.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And I mean, you know, one of the biggest things for me is things like viewer count.
Oh yeah,
you've got to have it off.
Yeah,
in my
you got
opinion.
Always.
And there's one pet peeve I've got. If people who tell me how many viewers I've got,
Don't
stop
that.
it.
It's
Absolutely
like
stop it.
you know,
cease.
done it
Nah.
and piss you off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's you know, so when you've got it off and then, you know, you're doing really well or really bad, you know, the viewer wise, you know, you've got to, you know, you don't want to know.
No,
you know,
You're not thinking about it.
You know?
You're vibing.
Yeah.
You're vibing.
yeah. So
I completely agree. Streamers don't want to know.
no,
Nobody does. Because if you've got, here's the thing, you could have a quiet chat, right? But that's because everyone is, you're on the second screen.
Yeah.
You're the background noise. That's where I want to be personally. I want to be the background noise. Like, I want to be just someone's entertainment in between matches, things like that.
That's an
Like, I'm
honour.
happy with that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's an honour.
You can be that thing for someone because they've not got the TV on then. You know, they've not got someone else they're watching. They've not got YouTube, but they've got me for in between match entertainment. That's sick.
yeah,
You know, that's Super Bowl right there. Like,
Yeah.
it is.
decent, isn't it?
But like, so you've got to keep talking. You've got to keep up that kind of, I want to say performance. It's not so much performance, but it at the same time it has the same air to it.
Energy,
Yeah,
yeah.
the same energy. You've got to keep talking about what you're doing. You've still got to try and engage a chat, even if chat's not around.
Yeah.
Because whether you have 0 viewers or 100 viewers, they're there to watch you. Like, you've gotta, you're doing something for their entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
Last thing I want is someone coming in and saying, "Oh, by the way, did you know you've got 7 viewers?" It's like, yeah, well, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I
didn't
don't
know.
care.
I didn't want to know.
Yeah,
I do now,
was doing
thanks,
just
mate.
fine without.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, you know, you'll start thinking back to streams where you had 10 to where you had 3 to
Yeah.
where you had, and because numbers are going to be so inconsistent
Yeah.
Of course.
until you get to a point where, you know, you can go live every night and, you know, chat is so fast that you can barely keep up with it.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna fluctuate so much in numbers.
Yeah. That's
But-
why I don't look at analytics.
Yeah.
I don't look at my analytics at the end of the stream because, you know, at 10 times out of 10, I raid someone, so I know how many viewers I had at the end, so I can kind of gauge how many people
of
came
course.
into the stream. But other than that, I mean, I don't look at my stream analytics, unless I know it was really good and I want to boost myself a little bit. That's kind of the only time I'll ever
Yeah,
really
it's a little
look at
treat that.
it. Yeah, like the subathon, that was a fucking good one to look at the end. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Obviously hit my highest ever sub count on that stream as well. I ended up with like 175 subs at the end of it.
Okay.
And it was amazing. Like it was a fucking funny stream.
It was a
as well.
funny
I
stream,
dressed
yeah.
It
as
was.
a
I was there. For it.
disco
It was
man.
great.
You know what I mean? That's I made an emote now. I drew an
see.
emote up for it.
It's good.
Oh, it was brilliant. But yeah, they're the only ones who will. So I'd advise people not to look at it unless you kind of in our position, which I mean, at the moment we'll be going for a Twitch affiliation, so we'll need to know an average of how many viewers we'll be in.
Yeah.
So, but that's to gauge our own content. That's only to use it for our own content, see what people would enjoy watching and that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just if I could give anyone advice is just don't look at your view count or your analytics
Yeah.
because it'll either make you feel good for a little bit or it'll make you feel bad.
Yeah. Shit like that. Anything, you know, number related, it'll crush you.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever be good enough. That's a shit thing.
Yeah, you'll
Like,
always compare it
yeah.
to previous streams or
Unless you hit a number that you absolutely did not believe you were going to hit. Like, I got raided a very long time ago just as I hit affiliate by a friend of the channel, a friend of all of ours, Stallion.
yeah.
That was 150 something people. My sub count went up to 70 because his community is very generous. They just
They are,
bombed, and I was like, holy shit. Like, I look back on that and it was lovely. Genuinely is. But if I ever do look at my numbers at the end of a night and I do go on analytics and, you know, I'm seeing like 8s or 10s, I don't sit there and think, oh, well, I had 150 because that was such a freak thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You take those moments and then the best thing you can do is say, well, hey, I had that. Look at how you perform when that happened. Don't look at the numbers. Think about what you did
Yeah.
when that happened.
Yeah.
Did you... Because, I mean, there's so many different avenues I've seen people go. For me, I was like, well, I stayed streaming for an extra hour because I was getting close to my normal end time.
Yeah.
So I stayed streaming for a bit longer. I was so happy, but I was really nervous.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what to do. So I spent like the half an hour of that extra time that I got just not really doing anything because I didn't know what to do. I've seen people when they receive these raids raid.
Yeah.
You seen that bounce raiding?
Yeah,
I call it personally. It's like, you get a raid of more than your your average viewer count, and you're like, right, cool, gonna go raid someone now. It's like, wait, what?
Just makes them look good though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if they raid someone who's bigger than them.
Yeah.
Who they kind of say, put it out there that they've got a bigger streamer than they probably are.
No, for real. Like, if you're on an average of 10 and you get raided for 25, so you're roughly 35. You go find another streamer with 35 to 60, and you hit them with that, so you take their view count up to almost double what they're clearly on. That's going to get you supposedly like kickback. You're going to think, oh yeah, well I've just doubled their viewer count. It's like, what absolute bollocks.
Especially if you just got like follows from the initial.
Yeah.
That maybe someone will come back, so you still benefited. Do you know what I mean?
And also, what a way to disrespect your community.
It's very ungrateful.
How very dare you? And that's such an old phrase, I know, but how dare you think?
How very dare you?
How very dare you?
How
dare you?
outrageous!
Yes, no, the absolute fucking audacity of these people to be treating their chat and their community like fucking statistics. Honestly.
Well, just think about it. Like, whenever I raid someone, you're gassed, aren't you? You're Wisp's live, fucking love him. If you don't know who he is, you give it, and you're hyped because you're like, my boy's on. I want to throw him a raid. If I raided you, like, say, with like more people than I normally have, I don't know how many.
5,000.
A million. And you instantly went, oh, nice, cheers, Benpai, let's raid. I'd be like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I've just gassed you up to my community.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just palming them off to someone else now.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
like,
see a real you, do they? Then
that's it. Yeah. So don't do that.
Absolutely do not do that.
Don't do that.
Flip side of that, you don't always have to raid.
No.
True.
Very true.
Like,
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I won't go too much into it. I've been on the bad end of not raiding.
As in,
I've confided in other people before and said, I didn't raid after doing all of that streaming. They're like, what? No, you got to raid. Like, what do you mean?
No, you
Got to raid.
Get fucked.
No, you don't.
Get absolutely fucked. No, I do not.
No, you don't. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what the mentality is. I didn't raid because I knew I had no viewers. I would be completely
Fair
honest.
enough.
I was like a year into streaming.
Yeah.
I was streaming a game that wasn't a game I always play.
Yeah.
So, I had nobody.
Yeah.
I even I did
No one
check.
knew you were streaming.
Yeah.
Though, so why would
Straight
you
up.
raid it? I mean,
Like,
Yeah.
and I was streaming with other people. The viewers were going to the other people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they were their community. I was just tagging along.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't raid after that. And they were like, what, why? It's like, well, personally, because I knew I had nobody. I didn't want to rock up into someone's stream and I just didn't want that. I didn't feel good with it because I wasn't feeling good most of the stream.
Yeah.
On the flip side, there are nights now where, like, I don't raid people because it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy,
That's
I want to go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
or I want to go and chill in someone else's stream and lurk. I don't want to...
Yeah,
knackered.
yeah.
I've just been doing the whole Twitch thing for 3-4 hours. Give me a break. Like,
Yeah.
it's... Because that's something people need to understand, I think, is that you are being yourself, but you're being yourself plus.
Well, yeah.
sometimes. Like, there are just those days where, like, I don't walk around in my day-to-day life going, sandwich, let's go!
Yeah, I know.
Open my fridge. Like,
You
just-
don't?
I don't.
This is the real you.
No. I don't wake up and just, like, snort breakfast like G Fuel,
Yeah,
kick open
mate.
my front door, punch a bird, and I'm ready for the day.
Self cannons, you know what I mean?
Believe it or not, that is not... I don't get to... Yeah, exactly. I don't get to work by firing myself out of a cannon.
Yeah.
It's not how I do.
No.
I'm a human.
Yeah.
I'm a person. And I'm quite reserved in my everyday life. Like, I like to be me. So, like, if you're not going to raid, don't. But
Yeah.
be honest about it. Like, I've seen it and I've kind of done it before where you go to raid and because you start seeing the number go up or you don't see the number go
Yeah.
up and you're like, all right, guys, see you later. And instead of hit raid, you hit cancel.
Oh,
Have you done that?
Fake raid.
I
have done that once. Yes. I
Accidentally.
felt awful. No, I was having a really shit time.
Oh, right.
And I was like, I thought I had people. I had a couple of raids during my stream.
Oh,
I thought I had
see.
people. I was coming to the end of my stream and I was like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good about this. Raid 0, 0, 0. And the time
I've
is
done
gonna-
the exact same.
And I'm like, but you've still got to keep it up just in case at least someone's there, or if someone watches a VOD, because you're on the internet, man. Cancel.
I agree. I still think that's one of the most debilitating, like one of the most things that's going to hurt you as a streamer is if you're gassing your head off and you're proper buzzing, right? You're like, right, we're going to go and raid this person. Don't go make sure you're going to follow. Here's your raid chat. You know what I mean? Make sure you bang all this into their chat, and then you click raid this person and there's no one there.
Yeah.
And you're like, Satch, bro. I'm mega smooch. Oh, and it's like, no. So then you just cancel end stream and just
and then people, if anything does come of it, like turns out there was one person who just joined at that last second ready for the raid, and you're like, oh, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I pressed raid and it didn't raid.
What's even worse than that?
Right, go on.
Maybe not, I don't know, but it's like when you go to raid someone and you got bare people and you raid them as they go offline.
Yes.
I've done it so many times. And it's like, let's go. Oh, I've just checked. Yep, they're still talking. Let's go. Offline. Shit.
Yeah.
And then their chats,
so many times.
their offline chats just having a bit of a convo. Like, how's it going?
I mean, or it's like that broadcaster's just is in the chat with you, and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's well, I'm kind of my fault, innit?
Bad timing.
Like, I'd say now, we're all years down the line of doing this. You get used to it. Like, you can move past it, right? Now it's a funny thing. You raid someone as they're finishing, it's fucking bants.
It is bad.
Like, you do have that pang of guilt, but at the same time, it's like...
You've been there, you've been there and done it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the time, what I'd say to streamers is don't be afraid to make mistakes like that.
Absolutely.
Like, it doesn't make you any less of a streamer.
No.
For doing stuff like that as well.
No, it doesn't.
Sick streamer. Just if shit like that happens, it's a laugh. Or just don't do it next time. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, just think about it next time. You know what to do, improve. For the next stream you end up doing. So that's how it is, isn't it?
I would agree. I think you two would as well. There is nobody harder on a content creator than the content creator.
Than themselves.
No one will be more of a critic to that person than themselves. So if we can share anything based on our time streaming or making any form of content, let it go, man. Like, just
true. But as well, to add on to that is watch your content back.
Yes.
Please.
Oh, yeah. Yes, 100%.
Not everyone's too nice in your chat.
Yeah.
You can be hard on yourself, fine, but make sure you improve, because if you've watched your streams back, it's audio, it's your video, it's how you are, it's how your you can see on, like, there's things we can see, you can see that yourself in the preview, but when you don't watch your stream back, I've always said this, right, and a lot of people might not like me saying this, but if you wouldn't watch yourself, don't expect people to watch you.
Exactly.
It sounds harsh, but
it sounds harsh, doesn't it? But
it gets you, working on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you can't sit through your content yourself, don't expect others to. No. And I just think don't act, don't do an act. Be yourself, but relax a bit, because a lot of the time, if you're not going to watch yourself because it's forced, just be yourself, just relax, and a lot of the time you'll end up really enjoying yourself more, and other people will.
No, defo.
Yeah, people pick up on that so much. I mean, how many times have we gone into streams where you're not feeling it? Like, you're streaming more because you feel like you have to. You're streaming because you set yourself a schedule, and it's Thursday, and you've had dinner, and it's time to go live. You press live. But, hear me, sometimes they can be the best fucking streams. Your community will come round, and all of a sudden, that day of yours that has been so shit, boom, completely changed. Yeah. I love going live on days when I don't want to go live.
I've noticed that your random streams, when you're like kind of oh,
dude, for real, like I don't have a schedule,
feel it, and then you go for it. Everyone's there for you, man.
And I love everybody dearly. One thing I did learn later on, I don't have a schedule. I don't.
No.
I press live whenever the hell I feel like pressing live, and I will stream for as long as I feel like streaming. I'll always try and make it 2 hours. Like, I don't want to be known as someone who just goes live for half an hour. And
I think that's a fair minimum for any channels, 2 hours,
But, like, I'll press it and I'll send it. I don't tweet. I don't do... Maybe that's a bad thing that I don't tweet. I don't know. But I don't publicize it.
I think that is... when you said about raiding and it being kind of a thing where people feel like you have to do it, live tweets don't feel like you have to. I don't feel like you should have to either. No, I think it's one of these things who, we're all streamers who do live tweets and whatever, but I feel like a lot of our communities are other streamers. So a lot of the time that's all I see.
Yeah.
Live tweets, man. Live tweets, bro. And
shit.
I love it. I love seeing my mates going live and that, seeing them doing well. Great. But that is 99% of my Twitter is people saying they're live now.
And then when you combine it with the fact that if you're just one in a wall of people, you know, most people only watch one stream at a time.
Exactly.
You know, it's like...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It depends how I'm feeling when I do it. If I can think of like an exceptionally spicy or funny thing to tweet, or from starting a new game series, I'll go, yo, I'll shot my face onto the main character.
Yeah,
and go,
yeah.
Yo, look, I'm playing this game, let's go.
Exactly.
And then I won't do it for the rest of the series. So
That's it, innit? You know, so I just think it's...
If you can make it especially spicy, then you might as well.
I you know, if I do a live tweet, I try and do it, I try and add as much spice as I can.
Just butt cheeks.
Yeah, I might, spread them.
Yeah,
Spread them out next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Shit happens,
Yeah, do a playthrough of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I'm just
Bottom.
I couldn't talk then. Yeah. Yo, it has been real. Okay, it's been real. I will see y'all in the next one.
Should have had outro music.
That's just me still trying to pronounce the game.
Bikini Bottom. James out.
Okay, so no, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Boom, done it, said it,
Smashed it.
slayed it.
Sounded like Marshall Mathers spitting that bar then. Whoa.
Right. That game. What kind of hand gestures
feeding the horses up,
do?
Fucking feeding horses over me, boys. Fuck me.
No, thank you.
Fucking.
Anyway, what were you saying?
So, I don't even know now. It was a run-on joke
It
about.
was something
like,
about Bikini
Shannon
Bottom.
Arsehole
Bikini
and
Bottom.
Patrick
Battle of
Starfish
Bikini
and
Bottom.
Better the Babina Babadam, where Dan sends a tweet about spreading his cheeks and then he puts Patrick Star right in the middle. And
That's vile.
but it's a spicy go live
It could
tweet.
be dressed as
smile.
Fred Durst, and it could be like the Bikini Bottom water and the chocolate flavoured Patrick Starfish.
For ravers.
We can make it do. We can make it happen. Right, we're getting this conversation happen.
English?
Don't know. How are you guys doing?
Favours.
Yes,
Yeah, the guys watching this shit show, how are y'all doing?
Yes, we're so sorry that you had to